So this is a quick review of two roll mats I have. One is the OX Traverse 3/4 and the other is the OEX Flux 2.0. With the Traverse 3/4, it's slightly larger in packaging, even though it's the smaller of the roll mats. It's obviously 3/4, hence the name. Rolls out. It's quite a comfy mat. You can see the size of it there. Has a valve at the top. You unloosen, inflate, and then tighten it up. Takes, it doesn't take very long, a few minutes to blow it up. This one, the Flux 2, is the larger of the mats and it's supposed to be more comfy. I've not used it yet. I've used the OEX one and it's alright on your back. It lasts 2 days without inflating. Whereas this one, as you can already start to see, is much larger. But as it is much larger, also looks like it will probably take a lot more to inflate. Okay, so the valve comes out. I don't know if you can see that. So you could put an electric pump in there. Okay, I don't think that would take too long to inflate. I'm not going to do it right now, but you can see the size difference between the two mats. It's quite vast. And although the Flux is a much larger roll mat, it actually compacts down into a much smaller package. So actually, even if you were thinking about space saving, the Traverse 3/4, even though it's a smaller mat, actually takes up more room. So, right, so let's go find somewhere and test these mats out. So, I am 6'3", and this is the Flux 2 for position. It's not bad, in all fairness. Got the valve the wrong way, obviously, but it's pretty comfy. And in fairness, the way it inflates with all these indents is actually quite comfy. Yeah. Do you know what? It's not a bad mat. And considering it flattens down so much, yeah, that's not too bad. It feels flimsier than the Traverse 3/4. You know, you see the size difference with this. Again, it's a very comfy mat. It's very different. It's not rigid. It is solid. It feels a lot more supportive. So actually, this feels a lot more inflated. It feels sturdier. You obviously haven't got your legs on anything. Oh, big issue. But weirdly, this is the size difference between the two. It's pretty vast. I've used the Traverse 3/4. I found it a very good mat. As I say, this packs down a lot better. Arguably a bigger mat, but I've not tested it. As I say, this feels the more sturdy of the sleeping mats currently. So it'd be interesting. We're going away on a camping trip with the motorbikes in, I think it's like 2.5 weeks now, and I need to decide which one I'm going to take. There's no point taking both. I have experience with that. I know what it's like. This, I like the fact that it packs down very small. It took me less than a minute, about 45 seconds to inflate just with my mouth. I mean, you can compress it quite easily compared to this, which is much more rigid. So it could be a gamble. To be confirmed.